Hey everybody, it's your girl Bonnie and welcome to Bonnie's World. This channel's content contains Makeup Mondays, School Talk Tuesdays, business talk Wednesdays, Hair Topic Thursdays, and Storytime Fridays. So today's video is going to be a Makeup Monday video. Are y'all ready? And yes, I'm still in my work clothes. Don't be asking. Sorry if I keep looking out the window. I keep hearing this kid outside and it's just like, but anyways, today's video is gonna be a makeup tutorial. So we're gonna go ahead and get into today's video. Yes sir, yes ma'am. So to start off, I don't feel like washing my face, so I'm gonna wash it after I take my makeup off anyway. I'm gonna take a biodegradable cleansing wipe. It removes waterproof mascara and is kind to skin. So I'm gonna wipe my face down with this. Now to hydrate, I am going to use this Dickinson facial mist with rose water. It tones, set, and refreshes. And for a moisturizer for my lips, I'm going to use Eat Ointment. Because this heat has been chopping my lips out, y'all. They've been peeling. And I don't like when my lips peel. Put some in my eyebrows too. Alright, so to get started, I'm going to prime my face, and I'm going to prime it with a powder. I use this Prep and Prime powder that my aunt gave me. I just take a powder brush, pat it in the powder, and then pat the powder all over my face. Yeah, I was gonna tell a story, but I do not remember what story I was gonna tell, so I'm gonna tell you guys what inspired this look, or well, who inspired this look. I have this friend named Adrian who I will be collabing with, so you guys will be seeing her on my channel, and you'll be seeing me on her channel. But we're really good friends, and I asked her what kind of look I should go for today's video. And she helped me pick out the colors. She helped me come up with the name. Like, that's my dog, y'all. I love that girl. So now that I'm done priming and I look like a powdered donut, as soon as I can get this closed, I'm going to take my little cleansing brush and I'm going to go on a circular motion and get rid of all of that excess. Now we're good and ready to go. So to begin, I'm going to do my eyebrows. And I use the LA Girl Brow Pomade with an angled brush. And yes, I need to clean my brushes, but I just haven't. So I'm gonna be looking this way because this is where my mirror is at today. So yeah, y'all get to see the right side of my face first. Alright, let's figure out a story to tell y'all, because I don't want y'all to just be bored the whole time I'm doing my makeup this time. Let's see. What's a good story I can tell y'all? I'll tell y'all about my worst look. So I know we were in elementary school. I think we were like, I think I was in the 4th grade and my little brother and sister were in the 3rd grade, or maybe they were in the 4th grade and I was in the 5th grade, but I know I was a hallminder the year, so it might have been 4th grade. But my mom she's a school teacher and she was always at work. So when we would get off the bus, we would have to go straight into the house. She didn't play that staying outside until she gets home, all of that. She wanted us in the house. She wanted us to call her to make sure that we were safe and all of that. And when I say we, I mean me, my little brother, my little sister, the ones that I live with. Y'all will probably meet them eventually, but I don't really know if they want me using their names, so we're just gonna actually I'm just gonna use it. H and H. We're gonna say that H and H because their name both starts with H. So my little brother and little sister had made some friends while they were at school, and they had lived in the back of the neighborhood, and these little boys always wanted them to come back there, but our mom always got off really late. Like, she worked until like 8 and 9 o'clock as a school teacher for a middle school, y'all. And it was really hard for us to do things with our friends because she got off late, but you know, I didn't really have that many friends anyway, so I didn't really care. But the twins, they always had friends. They were always popular. That was not a problem for them. So on this particular day, they decided that they weren't going to follow the rules, and when we got home and we got off the bus, we were always supposed to call our mom and let her know that we were home, pretty much. And so on this particular day after school, the twins decided that they wanted to go and hang out with their friends in the back of the neighborhood. The same people they were friends with in school and on the bus and all of that. They had invited them over, but they knew that we could not leave the house without mama being there. And honestly, y'all, I'm the goody two-shoe child. Like, I'm the good child. I'm not gonna say I was like the best child ever. I was bad, but I was more sneaky than bad. Most of the time, if I did something, I got away with it because she never found out about it. But anyways, they decided that they wanted to go down there and hang out with their friends. And I kept trying to tell them, no, don't go. Mama hasn't answered the phone yet, right? Right. I kept saying that. What they do, they went anyway. And it was like, just tell Mama we're in the restroom. Like, y'all gonna be in the restroom at the same time when she called, really? And they went anyway, right? I was so mad. So it had been a couple of hours and Mama hadn't called back, but it was before I know it was before she got out of school, but I think it was like right when she got out of school she decided to call, and we weren't at the house. Nobody had answered the phone, and so she had called our neighbor because she was worried because she had been calling the house frantic looking for us, you know, which I get. We deserve this whooping. Really, they deserved it, but you know, I went too, so I wasn't gonna snitch on them. So we did not snitch on each other. Like, none of us. We didn't snitch on anybody. We just stuck it out. But anyways, she called our neighbor, and our neighbor had ended up seeing us on the way back up because I had gone to the back to get them. I don't know why I put this up. Like, I wasn't gonna need it again. But I had gone to the back of the neighborhood to go and get them. And I guess it took me a long time, and that's why she got scared, because we weren't answering the phone and all of that, because none of us were there, because I went to the back to go and get them. And my neighbor saw us, and I knew it was gonna be something. Like, I just knew it. I had a feeling. She was on the phone with my neighbor, and my neighbor was like, I found I see they're coming up the hill right now, right. And I was like, oh, we about to get in trouble. I knew we was about to get in trouble. I was like, oh my gosh, y'all. I was like, look what y'all done did. So she asked to speak with me. My mom asked to speak with me, and my neighbor gave her the phone, and she was like, she was so calm with it too. She was like, go to the Louis house and wait till I get home. She's like, stay there until I get home. Don't go home. And I was like, okay. We got there. They let us play on their DS. They let us hang out with them. We ate dinner with them and all of that. When my mama got home, she came to the house. She picked us up. I knew we was gonna get a whooping. Like, I knew we were gonna get a whooping. She was so quiet. She was so quiet. But she told us she was gonna whoop us. Like, she said it on the phone. She was like, when I get home, I'm gonna whoop y'all ass. And I was like, oh my goodness. Like, I was so scared. I knew we were gonna get a whooping, but we got to play with our friends. Yes, we got to hang out with them, got to eat dinner with them. We got to have a nice time before we got a whooping. So I wasn't thinking nothing of it. It didn't really faze me at the time, you know? So my mom gets home, she comes and she picks us up from across the street, and we get in the house. And she tells us to go sit in the den and don't get up. And then I think she was asking us questions, but I really don't remember if she was asking us questions. I'm pretty sure she asked us a couple of questions, and we all said, I don't know. Or she probably asked us, whose idea was it to go back there, blah, 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 blah. And we were all like, I don't know, because that's what we used to do. We never used to tell each other. We always used to say, I don't know, or nothing at all. And so she always thought we were lying when we would say, I don't know, and it would make her frustrated because we wouldn't tell on each other. Like, we never wanted to tell on each other. We never wanted anyone to be mad at us. So we just never told on each other. And so, like, I haven't told on the twins at all to this day. Not at all. Not one time have I snitched on them. But she did not like that we would not snitch on each other. So I'm pretty sure she was yelling at us, asking us questions, asking us, so whose idea was it to go to the back, and who said y'all could go to the back, and why were y'all in the back, and who told y'all could go back there without my permission, and blase, and all this other stuff. Like, you know, mom questions that you gotta ask to, you know, try and figure out, scope out what's going on, you know. I'm sorry, y'all, I didn't tell y'all what concealer I'm using. I am using the Nanko Professional HD Cover Concealer in the color Tan. So it's bright, but it blends with my skin. Like, it blends, honestly. I'm just gonna look at you a little yellow for a little bit. Alright, so now that we're done with my eyebrows, it's time to do the eyeshadow. My favorite part. I love eyeshadow. So I'm gonna be using the Magic Collection Cut Crease Base, and this is what it looks like. This is what the concealer looks like. Oh, and then this is what that Dickens Rose Water looks like. So I sprayed this on my beauty blender as well, because it says that it can set it, and I love sprays that can set. my makeup, so I'll spray it on the beauty blender. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of this and I'm gonna put it all the way up. Like, I'm gonna get a lot on there. I like for my eyeshadow to pop. Yes, come out my face. All right, we're gonna continue with this story. So after I find my brush. All right, so where did I leave off at? Oh, she went upstairs to go get what she was gonna whoop us with. My mom used to whoop us with a wiffle ball bat. Okay, and I think she had the yellow one at this time, so it caught a lot more wind than the blue one. Man, that thing hurt so bad. Oh my gosh, we was all in there screaming. She was tearing us up. Like, when I say she was dead behind. She was tearing our behinds up. But we learned our lesson. We learned not to. I learned my lesson. I learned not to tell. I learned to tell her things and to tell her where I'm at. Now those two, they act like they don't know how to say where they are and if they got there or not. There's something else. But we love them. Wouldn't know what to do without them. Y'all, that whipping was so bad. Like, she was swinging. Oh, it was like, that whipping was so bad. Like, I remember how it felt to this day. I remember how bad we were crying and all of that to this day. Like, that's one of those traumatizing whippings. At least for me, it was traumatizing. I don't know about the twins. My little brother, he got the most whippings out of all of us. I put too much on this eye, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. Let's see. That works. Alright, now that I am completely blended out, we're gonna get started. Alright, so first I'm going to take my Moria Dream Escape palette. It's the Dream Series palette. And I'm gonna take the color All There. It's this mustardy kind of yellow. And I'm gonna place that closer to the corner of my eye, like the inner corner of my eye. So here, and then draw it out a little bit. Wait, I'm about to, hold on y'all. I really need to clean my brushes. I'm gonna pack a whole lot of yellow on here because I want this color to pop, like soda pop. I want to go bam right in your face, like, ooh, you scared me. It's so hard to get a good yellow. I'm gonna use a different brush. And again, you want to focus that closer toward the crease and the corner of your eye. So the kind of look that we're going for today is a welcome to fall kind of look. So I'm going to be incorporating a bunch of different fall colors. Now I told y'all before that my friend Adrian inspired this look. She helped me pick the colors and all of that. So I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out because I've never done a look like this before. So I'm super excited. Y'all, I'm about to look like an even better bee. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Alright. I think that's enough yellow for now. Alright, so the next palette that I'm going to take is my Moria Happy to See You from the Shadow palette. Or well, eyeshadow palette, not from the Shadow palette. It's not from a certain series, but I'm going to take the color Boardwalk, and that's this burgundy color right here. And I'm going to focus that in my crease. I'm gonna tell y'all about the time that this girl threatened to fight me. No, she threatened to have me jumped. That's what it was. Not just a fight. So, y'all, I used to work with this girl, and we used to be cool. I'm not gonna cap to you. We used to be cool. I really did mess with her. Like, she was cool peoples to me. But, you know, my mama told me to leave her alone. And I listened this time. Like, I actually listened this time. I was like, yeah, my mama told me to leave her alone. So, you know, that's a sign right there. I'm not gonna ignore it. Sometimes I used to ignore when she would tell me to leave people alone. You know how you don't listen to your parents when you should listen to them? And then in the end, you realize that you should have listened to them. I wasn't gonna do that again. So I took this girl on vacation with me, y'all. We went on vacation together. She only had to pay $20 and didn't even really want to pay the $20. Was mad about paying the $20. So I'm just like, you're just being ungrateful. And then the entire time we were on the trip, she didn't really help do anything. She didn't really help bring any of the stuff in. She stayed on her phone pretty much the whole time. She didn't really play any games with us. Like, she was really being lame. And I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm not inviting her on a trip with me ever again. Because no, it's not how it works when you go out with someone, you know? So that's just a little background info. That was like the first thing that made me not really mess with her for real. And then we got these other two new girls that started working at my job. I should take my shirt off. I'm gonna take my shirt off. I'll be back, right? I'm back and I'm better. Alright, so excuse me, now that I'm pretty much done with blending these two together, which I'm kind of having a hard time with up in this area, but I'll figure it out. I'm gonna go back in with my cut crease base. I'm gonna make my cut crease. Alright, so back to my story. Now, I messed with this girl. I really enjoyed being her friend. I'm not telling this story to be mean or nothing like that. I'm telling this story because it's funny to me now that I was even like that. But these two other girls got hired at my job, and they were covering for this girl that had been stealing from the job. And they thought that no one was gonna find out about it. And when we found out about it, they started lying when we started asking them questions about it, you know? And one girl got so mad that she pretty much thought that the manager got her fired, but that was not the case, you know? I promise y'all. Okay, as I was saying, I was cool with this girl. I'm not telling this story to be mean or nothing like that, or to put nobody else's business out there. If y'all feel like I'm putting y'all business out there, I'm telling this because it's funny to me. Because one of the girls still comes in the store, and it'd be like, it kind of seems like she be trying to like buck up at the girl that she thinks trying to get her fired. But she really be coming off as scary, and it's just like, why? Like, just why? So now I'm gonna do the corner of my eyes, and I'm gonna be using my perfect 32 colors Nicka K eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna take 2 colors from this palette. I'm gonna take this dark golden orange brown kind of color, and this brown right here. I'm gonna put that towards the ends of my eyes. So I'm gonna start with the brown shade, and I'm gonna focus that upward and close towards my crease. So we gotta come up with a name for this girl. Let's figure out a name. We're gonna call her Princess. The girl that threatened to have me jump, we call her Princess. The girl that got her feelings hurt because she got fired, we just gonna call her Stuck Up, because she be acting stuck up. So they knew they was covering for the girl, but Princess decided she was gonna put her 2 cents in it, as if we really cared about what she had to say. And it was just too much. Like, after that, I was like, all right, I'm never getting into business like this again. My manager should have never asked me to say that. I mean, to ask her anything. She should have never approved me to do that. Like, she should have been like, no, don't do it. Let the other manager do it. Blase, blase, blase. So it was just a lot after that. then, okay, I'm gonna stop skipping around. So Princess put her 2 cents in and basically told us that we shouldn't have stuck our nose in it, and we should have kept our mouth shut, and we shouldn't have told that the girl was snitching. And it's just like, what? Really? You got the nerve to say that, sweetheart? Really? And honestly, in my opinion, she should have gotten fired then, but she didn't. So it was what it was. But as time went on, after the other girls got fired for withholding information about someone stealing from the store, this other girl got hired, and me and the other girl had gone to school together. We gonna call her D. Princess and D became, I guess you can say, close. They became close for like work buddies, or so it seemed, work buddies. I don't know how their relationship is outside of work. All I know is I don't want nothing to do with it. So D and Princess used to sit up at the front by the registers and talk about me. I wouldn't say every day, but they did it often enough to where people would come up to me and tell me that they were talking about me, and I would just have to like ignore it and be the bigger person. Because y'all, I promise you, if I didn't, I would not be working there. Like, if I would have done what my brain wanted me to do, I would not be working there. Like, I was gonna tear that girl up, and she don't even know it. So it gets to a point where her and I have a conversation and we talk and whatever. And after this conversation of us talking, she basically tried to say that I was being scary because my voice was shaking and my eyes were watering up. But I was just so frustrated and angry. Like, I literally wanted to bash her head into the ground. I wanted to take every glass shelf in that store and break it across her head. Like, I wanted to destroy that girl. I wanted to hurt her so bad. And not even for myself. Like, I genuinely wanted to hurt her. I didn't want to be nice to her anymore. I didn't want to be the bigger person anymore. Like, I was getting fed up of being the bigger person. I was getting tired of allowing her to sit here and talk about me and all of that. And so I asked her if she had threatened to have me jump, because that's what she was going around telling people. And she lied to my face and said no. And D laughed. That's how I knew it was a lie, because it's like, why are you sitting here laughing? Like, don't play with me. So we had our conversation, and she couldn't look me in my face. She was being rude and disrespectful. I was like, all right, well, do you have anything that you want to say? Do you have anything that you care to say? Because I told her how I felt. I told her the truth. I told her what was going on. I told her everything. So she didn't have nothing to say because I was truthful and because I didn't give a fuck. And then we almost got in trouble with the manager because he was up there talking. And he knows that I don't like her. Like, he knows I don't like her. So for us to be up there talking to each other, it's a problem. And he was concerned, so he popped his head up there and he was like, is everything okay? He was just like, yeah, everything good, everything Gucci, you know. So after a little while, she still was going around telling people that she wanted to jump me. I'm sitting here like, you know what? I'm just not gonna respond to her nonsense because I'm too grown for this, you know? I'm just like, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm not gonna respond. And this girl had the nerve to sit here and say, I'm gonna get my sister and her friends to come up here and jump you for me. And I was like, you what? You what? I was like, I will beat you right here and fucking now. If I didn't want this job and I ain't need a job, you would be bleeding right now. Like, you wouldn't even be able to stand here. I don't know why you keep threatening me. I don't know why you think I'm some silly end bitch that don't know what the fuck is going on, that don't know how to defend herself. I was like, baby girl, I will beat your shit. I will beat you the fuck up. No cap. So I was just so frustrated after the whole thing. I just stopped talking to her. I just started ignoring her. Like, she would try and talk to me and be my friend, and I would just ignore her and ignore her and ignore her. And eventually, I think it got to a point where a lot of people were ignoring her because they didn't like her after a certain point, because she was so negative and shysty, and she was a liar, and she lied for no reason. Like, what you lying for? You ain't gotta lie. Alright, so I'm going to take my Nigga K Makeup Poison Apple palette. I really like this palette. Like, I really like this palette. This is one of my favorite ones. And I'm going to take a flathead brush. And I'm going to take this, like, crimson red right here. I'm going to put that directly on my lid. So yeah, y'all, that was the time that a girl threatened to jump me. I remember when I was younger, and these other girls wanted to fight me because these boys liked me and they wanted me and not them. And they said they was gonna go get their mama, and my mama came outside after they went and got their mama, and they thought that I wasn't gonna get my mama. Like, you not finna have your mama come jump me. My mama gonna fight your mama, and I'm gonna fight you. That's how that's gonna go. But I wasn't a bad kid. I was honestly a good kid. I had good grades. I did good in school. I was nice to people. I'm still nice to people. Most of the time. Most of the time. I have a good heart. I feel like that's the only way that I can get through life, is by having a good heart. Because I can't be cold-hearted like some of y'all. I just can't. I can't do it. It's just not in me. Like, that scamming stuff, definitely not in me. I have been scammed before, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna come across this video. But I have been scammed before, and it sucks. It really sucks. So right now, I'm just going back in with that gold color around the red to blend it. And this is what we're working with right now. So now I'm going to take one of my wipes and I'm gonna clean up the excess. I'm not gonna do anything underneath. I'm not gonna add any colors. I might add red underneath my eyes actually. But I'm just gonna clean that up real quick right there and right there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna add red. Yeah. That red was Boardwalk, so gonna go back in with that color. know we're looking a little messy, but I promise it's about to come together. Now, I am about to do the rest of my face. We're about to get beat. Get beat? Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna take the same concealer I took earlier, the Nanko HD concealer in the color tan, and I do little Christmas trees, and then I hurry up and blend this out, because with liquid concealer you gotta be quick. Now with the cream you can let it sit a little bit, but with the liquid you gotta be quicker than that. Damn, you see how that's coming together, y'all? Y'all see? Y'all see? Now this is definitely going to be a dramatic look. I definitely love dramatic looks. But when I go into like professional settings, I like a soft look. My eyes will still be like glamified, but I definitely prefer a soft look. Alright, we're gonna do my Cupid's bow. Add a little bit here, my chin, my jawline, and that's everywhere that I highlighted. Alright, and now I'm going to take the Nanko HD Cover Concealer in the color Hazelnut, which is a bit darker. And I'm gonna go here and blend this out. She's upstairs, Mama! Yeah. Okay. All right. Y'all, my eyes leaking. Okay, now I have to add some down the middle of my nose, and then I'll be done with contouring. All right, now I'm going to take my black opal cream foundation, and I believe this is the color Au Chocolate. I really don't know because I took the label off of it, but I think this is the color Au Chocolate. And I'm just gonna take it and then just dab it on. I'm glad y'all can't see my disc. I look yellow. I could have still used my summer foundation. I look really yellow. Alright, so I'm gonna set my face with my It's You Skin Protecting Finishing Powder by Sistar in the color Chocolate. That's what I'm gonna use underneath my eyes. Pretty much everywhere I highlight at is where I'm gonna put this powder. Now I'm gonna take my powder brush and I'm gonna dab this into my skin even more to keep it that clean finish. I think it's my light making me look super young, because I just look chocolatey in my mirror. Like, it obviously looks like another looks brown, but now I'm going to take the color medium dark. I'm going to add that to where I contoured at. Oh, this is not dark enough. It's not blending. I am going to go into my Beauty Treats Wake Up and Makeup Beauty Palette. And I barely have any of this left, but I'm going to take some of the darkest chocolate that's left in here. And dab that through. You see that? You see that chocolate coming through? Yes. Alright, I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit. I'm gonna do my lip real quick. So for my lips, I'm gonna be taking the color Wine in my RK Super Rich Cream Lipstick. I'm gonna use this for the outline of my lip. And now I'm going to take my Black Opal lip gloss in the color Uptown Funk. I'm going to add that to the center. Alright, now I'm going to take my powder brush and I'm going to go in circular motions and blend the powder out. And now I'm going to take my Dickens Facial Mist with Rose Water to set my face. Alright, and I'll be back to show you guys the finished look. Alright y'all, so I really didn't like how my foundation turned out, so I took it off. And this is the finished look. Put on my green earrings so you know we can welcome fall in with this beautiful look. So if you want to see more videos like this one and you want to see me improve with my makeup, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, that post notification bell as well, so you can know when homegirl and sis post more videos for you guys. All right. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Go ahead and share my videos. Get me out there so you can see more videos and pictures of me. You can see more of my life, more of what's going on. All right, love you guys. Bye.